Welcome. Today we are talking all about verbal abuse. Recovering from verbal abuse can be an incredibly challenging journey, and our mindset plays a critical role in how we process, heal, and grow beyond it. So, a fixed mindset would believe negative labels. Words from the abuser can feel permanent, making us feel stuck with labels like not good enough or unlovable. Avoid new relationships or experiences. If we believe the abuse defines us, we may pull away from opportunities to connect with others fearing similar treatment. Stay stuck in blame or resentment. Blaming ourselves or others without working through these emotions can reinforce a sense of powerlessness. Fear vulnerability. Believing that others will only see our flaws, we may avoid opening up or seeking support. So, this mindset can lock us in the pain and self doubt caused by verbal abuse, making it difficult to move forward. But on the other hand, a growth mindset can help us see the abuse as a painful experience that we can rise above. Separate the abuse from our self-worth, process and learn from the pain, develop self-compassion, seek support and healing resources. We may pursue therapy, build supportive relationships, or find creative outlets to process our experience and grow. Rebuild self-worth and resilience. A growth mindset reminds us that resilience is a skill we can develop. Each small act of self-care or courage helps rebuild confidence and inner strength. So, how to foster a growth mindset in recovery from verbal abuse? Challenge your negative talk. Practice self-compassion. Set small achievable goals. Whether it's reconnecting with old friends, practicing self-care, or exploring a new interest, small goals can help rebuild a positive sense of self. Explore supportive friendships or relationships. Acknowledge your growth. Reflect on any positive steps, no matter how small, that you take to heal and move forward. Celebrating each sign of growth reinforces a sense of resilience. Reflect on lessons learned. This doesn't mean justifying the abuse, but recognizing how it may have deepened your empathy, self-awareness, or resilience. It also helps you recognize patterns to avoid in future relationships. So, imagine someone recovering from years of verbally abusive comments about their intelligence. A fixed mindset might lead them to avoid new challenges or career opportunities, feeling they'll never measure up. But with a growth mindset, they might decide to take a small step, like enrolling in a class or finding a supportive mentor, to remind themselves that they are capable and can learn new skills. Over time, they build confidence and resilience by disproving the limiting beliefs the abuse created. So, final takeaway: in recovery, a growth mindset can empower us to view the verbal abuse not as a defining part of our identity, but as an experience we can rise above. By separating ourselves from the hurtful words, focusing on healing and building inner resilience, we regain our sense of self-worth and the courage to pursue a future that reflects our true value. This shift can transform recovery from a process of survival to a journey of growth and self-discovery. So, your art activity today is called Reclaiming Your Voice. Objective is to release negative messages from verbal abuse, reconnect with a compassionate self-image, and reinforce inner strength and resilience. Materials needed: large sheet of paper or journal, markers, colored pencils or paints, magazines or printed images, scissors and glue, small strips of paper. Divide the page into two halves. Draw a line down the center of the page, dividing it into two halves. Label the left side past words and the right side my voice. Release negative words on the left side. Write or draw words and phrases that represent the hurtful things you've been told. Feel free to use colors, symbols, or expressive lines to show the emotions connected to these words. Dark or jagged lines for anger or sadness. If you prefer not to write the exact words, you could use colors or shapes to represent the emotions tied to them. Cross out or transform the hurtful words. Once you've written or illustrated these words, use another color to cross them out. Scribble over them or transform them into something new. This step represents reclaiming power over the words and showing that they no longer define you. So you can use a different shape or image for that. Fill in the right side with your true voice. On the right side, write affirmations, kind words or images that represent who you truly are. This could include qualities you love about yourself, dreams you want to pursue, or symbols of resilience. Use bright colors and symbols that feel empowering or joyful. Consider incorporating words like strong, creative, or compassionate to remind yourself of your worth and unique qualities. Add positive images and symbols. Create a new center line of empowerment. Draw a bold line down the center of the page representing a dividing line between the old negative words and your new positive voice. Along this line, write powerful words like healing, growth, freedom, or my truth. This line acts as a visual boundary, reinforcing that you're moving beyond the verbal abuse and defining yourself on your own terms. So reflection. Take time to look at both sides of your artwork. Reflect on how it felt to cross out or transform the hurtful words, and how it feels to reclaim your voice on the right side. Consider writing or thinking about how you plan to reinforce this new voice in your life, using affirmations, supportive relationships, or acts of self-care. So, optional discussions or reflection prompts. What words or symbols in your artwork feel the most empowering to you? How did it feel to physically cross out or transform the hurtful words? What reminders from this artwork will you carry with you to strengthen your true voice? So the goal of the activity provides a safe, creative outlet for releasing the pain associated with verbal abuse and replacing it with a supportive, affirming self-image. Through visualizing your own voice and setting a boundary against hurtful words, you reinforce the strength to define yourself on your own terms. It's a step toward reclaiming your identity and moving forward with a growth mindset.